Hey beauties, and welcome back to a new video. Okay, so it's a lot going on. Life is lifing, and I mean in a good way, not in a negative way. I mean in a really good way. And so right now we are outside of my new storage unit that I just secured. I want to give a little bit of background. I am born and raised in the same area, and I lived there majority of my life until I went to college in another state, and that was my first real experience. And then I came right back home, and after all of these years of being in this same place, the 30 years, I'm over it. And I want to change of scenery. And so I'm leaving my brand new construction home. Yes, my dream home. And we getting ready to go find something new. Where are we going? I don't know. What am I looking for? I have a few things on my list, but we'll get into all of those things later, okay? Stay tuned, because let's see how this whole thing unfolds, all right? Like I said, I am currently at my storage facility. And I actually have some things that I'm ready to start putting in there. I have them with me. I have my little wagon. So let's head over here. Inside, getting ready to go to my unit, which is upstairs, because I have one of the big units. So I have to come over here and get on the elevator. But it's quite a few people here moving. Oh, you need? Oh, I didn't even see this. I'm sorry. That's my bad. I'm not paying attention. The elevator door opened too long, so it was making that sound because he had that big mattress. That must have been a California king. That was a big thing. And he moved that by himself. Okay, very impressive. That was a little man. He was short like me. But it's always dark up here until you come around and the motion detectors detect you. So one good thing is I'm super close to the elevator. So because of that, it's an easy, quick transition. So what I am dropping off today, the first thing I'm getting ready to put in here is the things that I know that I'm not gonna need first, you know? Let me turn this way. So I have my cart full of all of my seasonal decorations because there's no more decorating. So as you can see, the unit, this is what they consider a medium-sized unit. It's pretty big. It's 10 by 15. So 10 and 15. So I'm thinking to put my furniture on these walls and put the small stuff on the shorter wall. But I don't want it to get trapped back there yet. So for now, I just set all of my seasonal decorations right here. So I have 4 bins for all 4 seasons: summer, spring, fall, winter, y'all know. And then the 5th bin is my Valentine's Day stuff because yes, I do decorate my home for Valentine's Day. But we can ready to get out of here. So all I was doing was coming to drop that off. Back in the car and we are leaving. Like I said, that was the first items that I'm gonna drop off. The plan is to come over here every single day and drop something off. We have 2 weeks, so a full 14 days. I'm hoping I can pull this off and get everything into storage so that we can go into the next phase, which is getting on the road to figure out what state we're moving to and going to explore. So yeah, I'm excited about that part. But we gotta, the gate is broken. The exit gate is broken, so I had to do a long reverse and reversed all the way out of the bay. It's a really long bay. Reverse so that I can get up out of here. I'm glad nobody else was there because I noticed that this storage facility has a lot of activity, which I'm really glad that it's really secure with the passwords and everything. And I always see the staff here. So my previous storage unit, public storage, was smaller than that. It was almost half the size of what y'all just saw, but it cost me almost close to $275 a month. Yeah, I think like almost $300 a month if you had any like fees or anything like that. And so I had to get out of there after like 2.5 years, and I downsized. Okay, because I had a very large place with a lot of furniture, and I ended up giving a lot of that furniture to my mom into her home, and then taking some of it with me. And so with that whole transition of moving into the new construction that I have now that we're moving out of, you know, for security purposes, I'm always never trying to show people, you know, too much, because as a YouTuber or a content creator, I've been doing this since 2011. That's when I first started. And you have to realize that you don't know who's going to be watching these videos, you know. And so just for your safety, it's not that people are trying to gatekeep. Well, I can't speak for nobody else but myself, but we just have to make sure that we're doing stuff to make sure that we're safe. Now, these people, they flying, okay? Like, this is the highway. We only supposed to be doing 60 miles per hour, and there is construction right here, right outside of the storage facility, but they're doing 80. Okay, this is one of the things that I will not miss about the DMV is all this aggressive, fast, crazy driving. Like, so for my safety, I gotta wrap up this car conversation because these ninjas don't know how to drive. Okay, and so I gotta be doing my defensive driving. And it's bumpy over here, like I said, because they are doing construction right out here, right in front of the storage facility. The last thing I want to say is the way that storage facility is set up, it is set up that you could run a business inside of it. And when I say that, I'm not talking about a service-based business where you see clients in that. No, you should not be doing nobody hair in no storage unit, things like that, where people have to come to you. But if you have an e-commerce business, you can set up your desk and stuff in there, because it is unlike with public storage. With public storage, you could not do that because of the way that the doors, it was almost like a barn door. So somebody would be able to look through that little slit and see that you was in your unit and see exactly what you got in there and exactly what you got going on. But at this facility, it is a garage door style. So once your garage door is completely closed, nobody is going to know what the hell you got going on in there. And I said that is a great place if you're creative. Like I said, if you have an e-commerce store, you can ship your orders out of there. You can hold all of your inventory in there. It is a great place so that that's not taking over your home, which is my experience as a business, where it was just taking over my home, shipping orders and doing all of those things. If you're an Amazon seller, eBay, whatever it is that you sell, that would be a great place to go. Because it's only, that big unit that y'all saw is less than $100. So that's nothing. That's nothing. And you could really do some things in there. So I just wanted to put that out there, because I thought about that as a great solution for people who are trying to have low startup costs for their business. But I will say this, my last thing to say, as an entrepreneur since 2014, I'm going to give you this tip. You stay in your home until you're busting out of the seams. Okay? Don't go out and get bills for yourself when you can do things from home. Try to do almost everything that you can from your house until your business outgrows your house. And then go to a storage facility like I just said. One that is a garage door style and one that has secure entrance and all of that. And it's indoor. Okay? It's an indoor facility. There's not outside in the elements. Okay? All right. Bye, y'all.